Welcome back to Legion Field. You're looking at Tommy McLaughlin. He gets ready to kick off for Braintree High School. He's a senior place kicker and quarterback as well. As you look at Michael Shaw, he will be the deep man. He's flanked by Glenn Boudreau and John Mahoney. As the last few years, as I mentioned, the team has looked better statistically, outgained. The look better on the field is lost. I mean, it sounds strange, but it's true. The last 3 years, this has happened. And ironically, Braintree's been the team that's won the football game. And 3 years ago, Weymouth North outgained Braintree, pushed them up and down the field for 3 quarters. Braintree getting 10 points in the 4th quarter to win. Then at Legion Field, as we're underway, it comes to Mahoney at his 12. Mahoney looking for an avenue and just can't quite get it. He gets out to the 35. Tommy McLaughlin stops John Mahoney there. I'll have more about this rivalry in a moment. Let's meet the Weymouth North offense for 1984. It goes like this. A young offensive line, the only one with experience. Peter Beard at one of the guards. St. Croix hasn't had that much experience. Cavallo, returning veteran as well. Brian Chason in his first varsity start. And that's going to cost the Maroons 5 yards. And with that, why don't we give you the Weymouth North defense. Last year, the Maroons relied on strength. This year, they rely on speed as Ferroli, Jackson, the ends, Hutchinson, Shea, Platil are in the middle. Beard and Mahoney, 2 good linebackers. Michael Mahoney, that is. The deep backs, all veterans. John Mahoney, Michael Shaw, Jimmy Cavallo, Lars Lambros. Glenn Boudreau will alternate with Cavallo, who's had heel problems so far. As you'll see Peter Beard get the sign of what defense that the coaching staff wants them to play. Jerry Morelli, one of the assistants from Weymouth North, calls the defense as it's 2nd and 6 for Braintree. Terry Lynn comes near you in motion. Straight ahead goes Petrosilio for a very short, in fact, a yard. Peter Ferroli tripped up Petrosilio. 3rd down for Braintree as you can see the yard markers and the distance that Braintree has to go for the 1st down. It's a long 6. As you also got a peek at Braintree coach Bob McAllister. He was in the blue sweater. Johnson goes motion, top of the screen. McLaughlin running for his life. And he is sacked. What pressure Weymouth North had right there. Michael Mahoney blitzing through, and Dennis Shea putting all sorts of pressure on Tommy McLaughlin, and McLaughlin could not get the pass away. So it'll be 4th down. Johnson, the deep back. Petrosilio, the up back, as McLaughlin. You can hear Coach Dick McPherson yelling instructions as Darren Johnson will be short of the 1st down. John Mahoney shoulders him down after 10-yard gain. So Braintree will punt. As McLaughlin loses the handle on the football, it's a race for the football. McLaughlin gets it, and he'll be corralled all the way back at his 4-yard line. And you can see a bunch of exuberant Weymouth North players. As on the snap, McLaughlin again hit it off the hip of one of his backs, and the play will lose. Johnson comes in motion towards you. Teleszewski bangs for about 3. And a quick first down. 13-6 the score. Review how the scoring has gone. Nothing in the 1st quarter. Mike Shaw, a 10-yard run. Jimmy Cavallo, the kick. Mike Shaw, then after the block punt, scored on the first play after a 6-yard run. And then Braintree on a 10-play, 61-yard drive to close out the first half. Petrosilio on a 1-yard run. Again, Weymouth North player almost goes offside as Teleszewski takes the pitch all the way to the 5. Mike Mahoney piggybacked him down. Stop it right here. Petrosilio will get the first down as Glenn Boudreau up top. Michael Mahoney and John Mahoney down the bottom prevented Petrosilio from weaving his way into the end. Tom McLaughlin getting set to kick off for Braintree. Mike Shaw back with John Mahoney as deep people as Mahoney takes it at his 15. Breaks through the wedge and was just tripped at the last second. They ruled Mahoney was down. There was no fumble. Darren Johnson just tripped up John Mahoney, and if Darren Johnson did not, John Mahoney would have been off to the races. Die play, and they don't get it as Petrosilio goes off tackle, fumbles the football. Weymouth North gets it. Jamie Jackson falls on it. And a big break for Weymouth North. Petrosilio really was that on the one knee. It is. Weymouth North 1-0. Hanging on for dear life. 13-12, the final. Bay Shore's Game of the Week tonight features Taunton High School versus Weymouth North High School in an Old Colony League matchup. As last week, Weymouth North defeated Braintree by a 13-12 score. Key defensive plays enabled Weymouth North to get an opening day. On the other side of the field, Taunton High School defeated Silver Lake, a highly regarded Silver Lake team, I should say. Taunton did it before Weymouth North. Michael Shaw in the middle. He's flanked on his left by Glenn Boudreau and on his right by John Mahoney. You see the 3 deep receivers for Weymouth North. As Taunton really got the second win. We're in the way. Shaw at about his 18. Submarines to about the 31. A whole host of Taunton tacklers get Michael Shaw as they were led by Mike Thomas. As Lars Lambros and Mike Shaw head to the huddle, and they sort of slowed themselves down in the second half as Lambros complete to Cavallo. And Cavallo will get the first down and more out at the 48. First time on offense, Taunton ran 2 times with Jeff Field in 3rd and 1. He couldn't do too much as Downey Bates gets his first carry and is stuffed by Jamie Jackson. I think you can look for Jeff Field right here. Instead, Bates for the 3rd time, but Peter Beard stacks it up. Mike Mahoney then finishes the play off along with David Hutchinson. It's the Taunton tacklers over as Taunton wasn't really too fooled by the screen. Sets up a 2nd and 6 for Weymouth North.
About a 40-yard pickup.
Gorgeous summer like day for football at Legion Field. And now Lars Lambros is unsure of what to call, and a lot of confusion. And we'll take a break. No score. Weymouth North cheerleaders hoping right here that their team can push the ball even farther down the field and get the first score of the contest. As so far, Weymouth North has been in Taunton territory, but has been unable to put any points across on the board. As far as they've gotten right now is where they are right now, the Taunton 28, as they'll improve that as Chason makes a nice reception, but he dropped the football, and it'll be Taunton football. Ryan Chason had the football in his hands, but as he was going down, he fumbled the football. And I do not know who got it for the Tigers. I believe it was Danny Tripp.
Medeiros on that steal.
Check that, Ken Medeiros, they will credit with the recovering of the fumble as Chason going down. And if you notice, Chason, as soon as he was being tackled, had the ball stripped from his hand. So Taunton again denies Weymouth North from really getting close for any type of score. Donnie Bates spins for about 3. It's David Hutchinson and John Mahoney trip up Donnie Bates.
Gain of about 3.
It's got to be frustrating if you're Weymouth North that you've been able to have the ball in Taunton territory, great field position, but you've been unable to crack the goal line. And boy, is that so important to at least get some sort of score. It's Bates again with an opening. Bates looking to get towards the outside, and John Mahoney cuts him off, but not before Donnie Bates gets about 25 yards. And a first down, and boy, did Donnie Bates,
22-yard gain.
well, about one step from going all the way. But John Mahoney from his left cornerback position came across the field and made the tackle.
Ball will be placed
The
on
first Taunton first down of the game
First and 10.
on a super run by Donnie Bates. Jeff Fields is not going too far. Doug DeMora gave him a helping hand and got him a yard.
Stopped initially by Mike Mahoney.
As Mike Mahoney had stood up field, but DeMora, they both went right into the hole that the Weymouth North line was trying to create. On third down, Shaw on the pitch. Gets to the outside with some room. 40, 45, and knocked out of bounds at about midfield, and he'll have more than enough for a first down. As Michael Shaw got the corner on that run, and he said he stepped out on his own 45, but it's a 32-yard run for Mike Shaw and a Weymouth North first down. Shaw comes out for a well-earned breather. The beauty of that run by Michael Shaw was his ability to wait until he got his blockers to the outside on that toss sweep pitch, and he just waited perfectly. As Glenn Boudreau will get about 4 yards. Walt K tripped up Boudreau.
On the carry. Gain of a long 3.
So Taunton hoping to keep Weymouth North pinned deep in their own end. Comes up short in doing so, as Weymouth North should do right here, as Lambros with a flag down will go for it all, and it'll be caught by Cavallo. But let's see if the play stands as Jimmy Cavallo with a nifty catch. He is. Lambros straight back. Finds a wide open Jimmy Cavallo, who rambles all the way to the Taunton 19-yard line. Oh, it's Jimmy Cavallo wide open, and Lars Lambros got it to him right at the right time. And Weymouth North has won that. There's Bates for the second time. Stopped by Beard, and he'll be short. First from Jeff Wood. Let's see what the snap comes about here. Is on the money. High kick. Boudreau at his own 34 is banged right down, almost on the spot. Jeff Lima and Walt K lead the charge as Wayne. Lambros on play action. He's got Mahoney, and Mahoney will just miss getting in.
On the reception,
Nick King was beat on the play by John Mahoney as Mahoney ran a perfect post pat and got the ball right when he wanted it. And King just got Mahoney before he went into the end zone. So Weymouth North
on that reception.
with the best. Taunton almost coming offside. There's no flag on the play, and Lambros finds Jimmy Cavallo. Cavallo is rolled down at about the 17.
On the reception,
And that play that is this week, Weymouth South versus Randolph from Weymouth South High School Field. Should be a very interesting game as Lambros floats it out there. Mahoney with a catch. And he is going to be knocked down at the 8-yard line. Oh, John Mahoney with a great play.
miraculous reception.
You talk about a great play. Watch this. Lambros plenty of time, but he threw it into a crowd, but Mahoney took it right out of Brian Kelleher's hands, and it's first and goal, Weymouth North at the 8-yard line of Taunton. John Mahoney with what has to possibly be the catch of the game so far. I shouldn't say the catch of the game, I should say the play of the game. Markins. Quarterback sneaking, Lambros will get it. Lambros broke the plane at the end zone. There was no doubt about that. He just got bounced. Second and 7 for Taunton. As Murphy will put it up for the second time, and it's picked off again by Michael Shaw. And Shaw looking for that corner and will not get it as Jeff Field knocks it. Donnie Bates spins for a couple as John Mahoney knocks him down.
Mike Mahoney. No game.
John Mahoney looked like he was going to be knocked out of this game, but all of a sudden, in the second half, he's dressed in a uniform and he is come with a couple of big plays. It will be the only two teams in the old Colony League that are undefeated. This is by the scores we have gotten in, is thrown up for grabs, and this could be the ball game as Cavallo just gets the interception. Second time Cavallo's been the recipient of a turnover as he recovered a Murphy fumble, and Weymouth North will just look to grind the clock out. As Lambros will just run around and fall down. You can see the celebration just beginning on the Weymouth North bench as they know they're going to be 2-0 heading to Plymouth. And as the band really is striking up within a few seconds of being put in the history books as a Weymouth North victory. We will remind you of our game next week, Weymouth South and Randolph. Randolph losing to Plymouth Carver 27-0. Weymouth South hanging on to a 14-all tie. Bridgewater Raynham, we had reports that Weymouth South had led 14-0 in that contest. And Bridgewater Raynham apparently came back and tied it up. As Lambros will just run around and fall down. And you can see the celebration just beginning on the Weymouth North bench as they know they're going to be 2-0 heading to Plymouth. South. Play action Gill on the first play of the game. Deep and wide open is Meyer. Meyer is going to be knocked down at about the 30-yard line by Jimmy Cavallo. So right away, the pass last week. Sell got off a few good kicks last week against Weymouth South. Mahoney and Boudreau wait the kick. And Flaherty just misses it. John Mahoney fakes the reverse. Trying to cut to the sidelines. Still is knocked down and is finally grabbed down.
Ball taken by Weymouth North.
At Marshfield territory.
John Mahoney.
Seal the market. Bill Forsythe. Peter Quatello and Mike Pavone bring down John Mahoney, doing that similar type of punt return a couple of weeks ago. You saw our Bay Shore game of the week against Hingham. Took it 69 yards for a touchdown. The market at the 46, and that's where Weymouth North will start their second possession on offense. Shaw in motion towards you.
Ambrose back to pass.
Complete pass as Cavallo was wide open, and Cavallo's got room, and he's going to go for the touchdown.
Touchdown, Weymouth North.
Jimmy Cavallo and Lars Lambros, a play they used against North Quincy last week, they used this week against Marshfield, and Weymouth North is on the scoreboard. Watching it again, watch Lambros with good protection, and Jimmy Cavallo on the little, over the middle square in, and he gets a good block from John Mahoney, and now runs Bob Gill for the touchdown.
55, Drew Patel. On the receiving end for Weymouth North.
Ground ball hop, and Purcell just getting it off. And Mahoney on the line drive kick. Gives Weymouth North excellent field position.
On the return, stopped by number 84, Jerry Meyer.
And this is all without on third down as Mahoney and Cavallo swung out to the left. Mahoney on the reverse, and he's in a heap of trouble. Mahoney looking for a block that he will not get. Boy, did Marshfield read it. Todd McDermott came up and grabbed John Mahoney, and that is a loss and a half. Boudreau gets room. Boudreau in the Weymouth North territory and knocked down.
Boudreau is brought down by number 24.
At about
Mike Mahoney.
The 33 of 37 of Weymouth North is about to start. Marshfield second, and the long 12 at the Weymouth North 39. As Gill on play action. Going deep. And McDermott catches it for the touchdown. On fourth down, decided he was going to take off and go for the first down for Weymouth North. And he got within 1 yard of doing it. As McDermott, Gill wants the touchdown. He is grabbed. The end zone incomplete. Flag down. And that area of the country, it looks like pass interference. John Mahoney was covering Todd McDermott.
Rick Pamela.
And Lars Lambros is clapping. It is going to be offensive pass interference on Marshfield.
Offensive interference.
Shaw
right by the ball carrier.
Get some room. He'll get more. Shaw has got open field. Michael Shaw, 95 yards for a touchdown.
For the touchdown.
And wow, was that a surprise? A surprise in that you watch it the way Weymouth North's been running the football. And you look at the fact there that Marshfield just was up too close. Shaw broke it to the open field, got a couple of good blocks. And it's 95-yard touchdown run, and Weymouth North regains the lead. As in motion towards you goes Picard, as Gill going deep again, and in traffic. intended for either Jerry Meyer or Mike Picard. As we had timeout during a changing of tapes, nothing happened. Plus the timeout as Gill in a lot of trouble. Gets around one, and Gill will get back in the Weymouth North territory. Mike Shaw and David Hutchinson bring him down, but poor Gill got 8 yards on the play. As Mike Greska had the pressure on Bob Gill. And Gill scrambled away from Greska and got 8 yards, but it'll be way short of the first down, and Drew Bissell will come on to punt. That play prior, where Gill had a little bit of an advantage with Jimmy Cavallo battling two Marshfield receivers. As Bissell will punt, and a bad snap, and it's blocked by Jeff Flaherty, and it will roll out of bounds, and Jeff Flaherty comes up with a big block of a punt. Watch it again, and Flaherty's come close a couple of times, and with a bad snap, Flaherty got the chance to come in and angle it right, and it's a block punt. And Weymouth North will have great field position at the Marshfield 47-yard line. So far, the big play has been Weymouth North's main offensive weapon. And now, Lars Lambros looks to the sidelines. He calls timeout because not enough people on the field. Now with the right number of people, Kenny Snell was the person who was missing. And Weymouth North with first down. As on the swing, tipped and caught by Shaw. And Shaw will get very little, if anything. It's Judd Hill.
Number 56, Mark Gregory.
Brought down Mike Shaw along with Mark Gregory, but it was tipped. The Lambros swing by Jerry Meyer. And it slowed it down just a little, allowed Judd Hill to come up from his outside linebacker position and get Shaw. Not even a gain of an inch. 2nd and 10 for Weymouth North. Draw to Shaw. And Shaw bounces for about 7 before John Boudreau brings him down. As Michael Shaw right now owns 3 good runs. Other than that, the Weymouth North running attack has gone backwards. I mentioned Weymouth North with the big play so far. That's why they're leading 15-8. 46-yard pass play, Lambros to Cavallo, and a 95-yard run by Mike Shaw. It's Lambros. And so the third time, McNeely fumbles the football, and John Mahoney of Weymouth North recovers.
Fumble is recovered by number 14, John Mahoney.
John Mahoney falls on the football for Weymouth North, and the field is time for some unexplained reason is ticking away. As North shows blitz. And Schultz, he gets around, or tries to get around the blitz, and then it's escorted out of bounds by John Mahoney and Jimmy Cavallo. And they'll mark it at about the 12 for a 5-yard gain. It'll be 3rd and 4 for Marshfield. Second half just about to start here at Marshfield High School. You look at Drew Bissell getting set to kick off. The 3 people awaiting the kick: Mike Shaw, Glenn Boudreau, John Mahoney. So far, it's just a matter of big plays, and that's why Weymouth North owns a 15-8 lead, because they've executed 2 big plays to 1. As Shaw takes the kickoff at a 7.
Ball taken by number 21.
In a lot of trouble. McDermott had a hold of him, but finally bringing him down was Sean Hatfield with help from Rick Cockley. And Weymouth North will start at their own 24-yard Weymouth North defense in just a moment. As John Boudreau slides for a couple for Mike Shaw, and David Hutchinson bring him down. The Weymouth. As Gill on play action. Daly gave him pressure, and it's picked off by John Mahoney. John Mahoney stepped in front of Todd McDermott and picked off the pass. Watch it again as Gill on play action. He looked right at Todd McDermott, and John Mahoney read it perfectly, and Weymouth North on the turnover. That is the second Marshfield turnover, and John Mahoney has been the recipient of both of them. Mahoney recovered a fumble on the can hang on to pull that game out. That will be a great upset and a great feather in the cap of Bart Weber, his coaching staff, and his players. There's Mahoney on the reverse, and how do you do, says Jerry Meyer. He helps him up very nicely, and thanks John Mahoney, as it ends up as a 16-yard loss. Just thinking, a little over a month. It's the winter sports season as Gill on the pressure, and Mahoney on the cornerback blitz gets Bob Gill back at the 36.
John Mahoney.
John Mahoney came from his cornerback position and nails Bob Gill for a 10-yard loss. As Cavallo shows blitz, and Schultze squeezes out about 7 yards before Mike Mahoney brings down Kevin Schultze.
Stopped by number 14, John Mahoney, and number 24, Mike Mahoney.
The brothers Mahoney, Michael had help from John. To start the fourth quarter, Weymouth North just hanging on to a 15-8 lead, which is in danger right now as Marshfield on the North 15, and Kevin Schultze on first down. Bumped out by John Mahoney after a 2-yard gain. As Gill, little flare over the middle, and it's dropped by Judd check that, Chris Morris had it in his hands, and Chris Morris heard footsteps. And it'll be 4th and 9 for Marshfield, who spends a timeout. Story is this: 4th and 9 for Marshfield at the Weymouth North 14. As Gill on the roll. And wide open is Meyer for the touchdown. Jerry Meyer was wide open. Drew Bessel to kick off for Marshfield, who now find themselves within a point. It's almost the same type of script as last year. A high kick, Shaw at the 18. Shaw trying to weave his way around. Now he gets loose, and he can't hang on to the football. And who's going to get the football? And Weymouth North will have it in Marshfield territory. And let's see who recovers it for Weymouth North. John Mahoney ever alertly recovers the football. Stands here. Hopefully they're not trying to take it apart. As John Pedro will only get about a yard. Michael Mahoney and Joe Rafferty grab John Pedro, but Pedro can only gain about a foot on the play. Mark Pedro short of the first down. It'll be 2nd and 1 for Weymouth North. O'Malley loses the football, and Marshfield's got it. Drew Bessel falls on it, and Marshfield will have it at the Weymouth North 32. Watch the play again. O'Malley has the first down, but his ball was just tipped out of his hands by Pedro, and Bessel just happened to be there, and Marshfield has an opportunity to pull this game out again. Because that was a tough play from Mike O'Malley. It really was just not his fault. It just happened to get banged out when he was going down. Because he was in an awkward position. But Marshfield, who looked like that they were going to lose the football game after coming back so much, and now in better shape than they ever have been, as they will have a second and short situation as Gill threw to Todd McDermott for an 8-yard gain. 2nd and 2 for Marshfield.
Gain of 8 on the play, 2nd down and 2.
As with 57 seconds left, the Rams are knocking at the door. And you hate to use that cliche, but that's what they've been doing all day and looking to come in. As Gill, McDermott, touchdown! Marshfield has come back and taken the lead on the spot. Gill to Todd McDermott, touchdown pass. As watch it again. Gill motioned McDermott long, and he put it right between Mahoney and Lambros. A great pass by Bob Gill. And it is now Marshfield up by 5 with 51 seconds to go. And I think that picture says it all. Todd McDermott, his 2nd touchdown of the field, has done it again to Weymouth North. Coming from behind to beat the Maroons, who were totally shocked. But Marshfield had the big play offense when they needed it. And they pull out a 20-15 victory. Tim Armstrong getting in there along.
Number 82, Chuck Turney, back to kick for the Harbormen.
With Jeff Daly, and they put a lot of pressure on White and made him get rid of it quickly as Carney gets off a high kick. Mahoney, fake reverse, trying to cut to the outside. He does get to the outside. 40, 35, one man the beat. That's Ed White. Gets the block. Touchdown, John Mahoney.
Returned by number 14.
And Weymouth North goes on top, 6-0. No flags down. A 69-yard punt return by John Mahoney.
Touchdown, Weymouth.
As you watch it again, Carney got off an excellent kick. It was a high kick. And on the fake reverse, a lot of the Hingham coverage, as you see a lot of up the middle, Mahoney found the opening and headed downfield. Needed one more block. Jeff Daly with a super block, and Ed White slowed him up where Mahoney could slide into the corner for the touchdown. And Weymouth North on top, 6-0. Up beside one of the Hingham coaches up here in the booth, Coach Dennis Clinton, he was saying that the coverage went straight up the middle, and Weymouth North got a couple of blocks to that outside for the touchdown punt return by John Mahoney as Jimmy Cavallo looking to add on the extra point. Cavallo 1 for 3 on the season. And now Weymouth North will spend a timeout as things are not organized. Now everything is set. Lambros to hold as Cavallo looks to tack on point number 7 for Weymouth North. No doubt about that one. Weymouth North on the John Mahoney punt return of 69 yards takes a 7-0 lead. Jack O'Toole getting set to kick off once again. As Jack will either kick it to Mark Myers or Richard Drates. As
Jack
O'Toole has it all set in script kick fashion, if you saw him tee it up. Drates at about the 20. Trying to cut up the middle and almost did. But a couple of Maroons, Kenny Snell, Jeff Daly, and Robert Gately prevented Richard Drakes from breaking it up the middle, and Hingham will start an excellent field position, their own 40-yard line. And last time, Hingham, a 2-yard run by Bobby Cutting, a swing pass to Cutting of 6, and an incomplete pass intended for Scott Warr and punt. And they'll look to improve it this time. Again, and Check that Jeff Martlett, and how do you do, Jeff Flaherty? Martlett meets Flaherty, result, 2-yard loss. There. McCarney be punting to John Mahoney and Glenn Boudreau. Mahoney once again, this time tries it with Boudreau, but Scott Waugh was wise to it and stayed at home and corralled Mahoney at the 26. White. Cutting on the pitch. Dennis Shea, you talk about a tackle. It's a safety for Weymouth North, but what a play by Dennis Shea. I want to take another look at that one. Watch Dennis Shea. He's playing left defensive tackle. Watch him just slide right through. He just throws down Bobby Cutting like he's throwing out the trash.
First down the rules on the 50-yard line.
There's Lambros on play action on first down. In trouble. He's going to run. 40. Down at about the 37-yard line.
Down to the 37.
Michael Shaw, all he had to do was break the play in the end zone. He did just that, just squeezing in, and Weymouth North
Mike Shaw, number 21.
gets their second touchdown of the afternoon. Jimmy Cavallo will be looking to tack on his second consecutive extra point. As it's a fake. Wide open is Brian Chason, and Lambros finds him for the 2-point conversion as a marker is down on the play. And let's see if the 2-point conversion will stand.
Flag on the play.
You see the marker down, and the options being discussed with John Mahoney. So apparently the flag was on Hingham. And by the Hingham reactions, it is. And it was very successful as White flaring it deep, and it's picked off. Lars Lambros, 30, 25, and they're going to say he stepped out at the 26 as Lambros picked off the Ed White pass. Watching it again, White, good protection, and he tried to hit Jeff Martlett deep, but Lambros playing center field, cut in front of Martlett and picked off the pass. Good look for White to put it up on this play. Cutting on the pitch. And Cutting is grabbed down from behind by Mike Mahoney. In the backfield for a loss of 2 as Mahoney tracked down Bobby Cutting from behind.
Number 24, Mike Mahoney on the tackle.
Sets up a 2nd and 17, and now you'll probably will see Ed White put it up in the air.
About 19.
Hingham ground game, when it has been used, it's been very, very shaky as White in the pressure, picked off by Michael Mahoney. As White under all sorts of pressure, threw it right to Mike Mahoney. And watching it again, watch Tim Armstrong put the pressure on Ed White as he just kept on bothering White enough that White got rid of it. When he shouldn't really never gotten rid of it. Mahoney cutting in front of Chuck Carney, picks off the pass. White just straight back. Wide open is Scott Waugh in the Weymouth North territory when he's finally corralled by Jack Matheson and Lars Lambros. But Scott Waugh contest. And adds to his 109-yard total as White looking to go deep. Picked off by Lars Lambros at the 12. Lambros looking for room. Lambros will be wrestled down at the 26-yard line, and Weymouth North stops another Hingham drive. It's Lambros on the fake the Shaw. He'll keep, gets the corner, and is then escorted out of bounds at about the 30-yard line by Jack Martlett. Martlett escorting Lambros out of bounds, but Lambros should have more than enough for the first down. So Lars Lambros on the keeper gets a first down to the Hingham 30-yard line. As Weymouth North looks to take advantage of the roughing the kicker penalty. Lambros on play action. Going deep. Wide open. Touchdown. Jimmy Cavallo. Jimmy Cavallo was wide open as he beat Chuck Carney, and Weymouth North pushes the lead up to 30-0. As Lars Lambros' first touchdown pass of the '84 season, he finds Jimmy Cavallo. Cavallo getting behind Chuck Carney, and it's an easy touchdown for Weymouth North, and this game is taking blowout proportions. Cheering on the reserves, the guys who are always a scrub team, and give them that extra little bit of confidence. Matheson on the pitch to Christmas. Pops up in the air, loose football, and Pike has got it. 30, 40. One man the beat, Stephen Pike is going to go all the way, touchdown. But no matter, this game is history, as that was the final play of the game. Kasika will get credit.